have thin, fine hair, you probably struggle with your hair being flat on top, even when you have added a bunch of curls. I'm gonna show you how you can fix that. If your hair is super fine, thin, things like that, and you've curled it, you're likely gonna have lots of volume here on the sides and potentially not a lot of volume on the top. So the reason this happens is because it's harder to add texture to the top of our heads, and we don't have any natural texture or volume in our hair type, so if we haven't added it there, our hair is going to still be flat on top despite having lots of texture and volume on the side. So step one to fixing this is making sure that we get curls right up to our roots if possible. Now, ideally we can do this while we're curling our hair, but that doesn't always happen. So if you get to this point when your hair is done and you realize it's still really flat on top, don't panic. We don't have to redo everything. We're just strategically going to add some curls at the top of our hair. We're gonna take really small sections because we really want it to be the top of our head. If we take a section that's really long, then it's harder to get the curl all the way up here, which is probably what we did in the first place. So we want to take really tiny bits of hair, sort of like an inch, inch and a half at most, and we're going to curl those, and we're going to curl them right down to our scalp. And this goes for no matter what kind of curling tool we're using, whether it's a wand, a curling iron, a flat iron, a roller, whatever we're using to curl our hair, we want to get it on these tiny sections right to the scalp. And then we're not going to touch it until it cools. And we're just going to take a few sections like this around the top of our head, small sections, and curl right to our scalp. I like to make sure they're going in different directions because that also adds texture. But if you find that tricky to control and you're really just one of those people who needs to just curl in whichever direction feels comfortable, that's totally fine. As long as you get curls in there, you're going to accomplish what we're trying to accomplish here. Small, remember, small. I would rather you take a piece that is on the smaller side than a piece that's slightly too big. The worst case scenario, if you take too many really tiny pieces, is that you're just gonna have to do more. But if you take pieces that are slightly too big still, you might do all this extra work and then still feel like your hair is flat on top. So it's better to take a ton of little sections than not enough big ones. So now we can see just by adding those 3 curls on the top, we've created a lot more volume on the top of our head. So I'm going to go ahead and add a few over here as well. Right, so that's step 1, and by adding those curls on top, we've already added a bit of volume to the top of our heads, and you can stop there. That can be all that you do. But I have one more thing you can try that's gonna make a bigger impact. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our hair, we're gonna section about 1/2 inch to 1 inch, depending on how kind of see-through your hair is, over from the part, and we're gonna use our VOLOOM tool. This tool is sort of like a crimper, but it has little like squares that clamp down, and it's going to create texture in our roots that's going to create a ton of volume. So I'm going to take really thin sections. Again, we've pushed the hair at the top of our part away, and I'm going to take it and clamp my hair at the root right up against my head for a few seconds, and then I'm going to do a second one right below that. You can keep going down the hair shaft as far as you'd like, but the further down the hair shaft, if your hair is really fine, the more likely you are to see the texture that it creates. If you want to keep that texture a little bit more invisible, we're going to keep it to the first inch or 2 of our hair as opposed to coming too far down. It does create more texture, and more texture creates more volume. However, the further down our hair it comes, especially if our natural hair is quite fine, the more noticeable. You will notice that I've also not touched the hair right around my hairline. I've also left that texture free so that, again, we're really not seeing the texture that the volume is creating. We're really just gonna see our natural texture. However, the volume is gonna create a lot of volume. And this is not teased, this is not product, and this does stay. So obviously this would be another tool that you would have to add to your hair tool collection, which I know some people try not to have too many hair tools on the go. But if you struggle with fine, flat hair and you struggle with finding ways to get lasting volume, this is a great tool to have. And they are not paying me, they have not sponsored me. They did send me this at one point a couple years ago, and they did pay me for some content, but they are not paying for this video, and I would not ever recommend something even on a paid contract if it didn't work. And I keep showcasing it because it works. And it is a great tool. I remember seeing these years ago on Instagram and whatnot and being intrigued by them and wondering if they actually did work like the ads made them seem, and it really, really does. It's such a simple concept, but because of the shape, it works better than a basic crimper. A basic crimper would do something similar, but it's not quite at the right texture to get a ton of volume. Because these are like little squares, little cubes, it just makes like the perfect texture that's less frizz inducing, less detectable, but still super, super voluminizing. So I do have a code for these. I'll put it in the description if you want to get one, but definitely worth the investment if you struggle from the top of your hair feeling super flat comparatively to the rest of your hair when you style it, because look at that. That made a massive difference. I love the volume because not only does it give me more volume, but it just looks natural. It doesn't look like teasing. The hair is still totally movable. You can see when I move my hair around, it's not like, oh, there's something weird in there. It's not immediately obvious, nothing like that. I just love it. And it is a great way to fix your hair feeling flat on top when you've added a bunch of texture elsewhere. I hope that helps, and if you struggle with flat hair on top of your head, maybe these tricks will help you out. You can also use the volume on your straight hair, and I can do another video showing you that. I think I did one though, and if I can find it, I will put it up here, but it does work really well in straight hair as well. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Like and subscribe because it helps to grow my channel here at DIY Hair School and helps to support me as a creator. Thank you so much for watching today. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.